Every morning, there's a short window where your kidneys are either supported or quietly pushed under more stress. Most people move through it without thinking because nothing feels wrong. No pain, no warning, just another pravichka that seems harmless. But inside your body, the situation is very different. After hours without fluids, your blood becomes more concentrated, waste begins to build, and your kidneys are already working harder before your day even begins. That first drink isn't just a routine. It sets the tone for everything that follows. Now, here's where things shift. Some drinks help your body ease that load, support circulation, and clear out what built up overnight. Others do the opposite. They add pressure in ways you won't notice right away, but over time, they start to matter. In this video, you'll see a few morning drinks that research has linked to supporting kidney function and reducing hidden stress. Some of them may surprise you because they don't work the way most people expect. Stay with me until the end, because the last one is the most overlooked, yet it could be the one your kidneys have needed for years. Number 4. Warm ginger tea. Chronic inflammation is one of the most overlooked drivers of kidney stress after 60. It doesn't show up as pain, and it doesn't happen all at once. It builds slowly in the background, affecting blood vessels and the tiny filtration units your kidneys rely on every minute of the day. When that inflammation stays elevated, circulation becomes less efficient. Blood doesn't flow as smoothly. Pressure inside those delicate filters begins to rise, and your kidneys are forced to work harder just to keep up with normal function. Warm ginger tea supports that process in a different way. Ginger contains active compounds called gingerols, and research has linked them to helping reduce inflammatory markers in the body. Not aggressively, but in a steady way that helps calm that low-grade stress over time. As inflammation comes down, blood flow improves. Your vessels relax slightly, circulation becomes more stable, and your kidneys receive a more consistent supply of blood to filter. That shift may seem small, but over time it can ease a meaningful amount of strain. Morning is when this becomes especially useful. After hours without fluids, your system is more concentrated and just beginning to rebalance. A warm drink helps ease that transition. Ginger tea gently supports circulation and digestion without the sudden jolt that caffeine or very cold drinks can create. Preparation is simple. Slice a few thin pieces of fresh ginger and steep them in hot water for about 5 to 10 minutes. Drink it warm, not boiling. If you want to improve the flavor, a small squeeze of lemon works well, but it's best to avoid adding sugar. Portion matters here. 1 cup in the morning is enough to support the effect without overdoing it. Stronger is not always better, especially if your system is sensitive. If you're taking blood-thinning medications or have a sensitive stomach, ginger should be used in moderation. It's natural, but still active. You may not notice anything right away, but over time, this simple habit can help lower one of the most common forms of hidden stress that slowly affects kidney function before it builds into something harder to reverse. Number 3. Cranberry juice. Kidney issues don't always begin in the kidneys. In many cases, they start lower in the urinary tract, where bacteria can build up quietly without clear symptoms at first. If that isn't controlled early, it can slowly move upward and begin placing more stress on your kidneys over time. Cranberry juice works at that early stage. It targets one specific pathway that often gets overlooked but plays a major role in long-term kidney health. Cranberries contain compounds called proanthocyanidins. Research has linked these compounds to reducing how well certain bacteria, especially E. coli, can attach to the lining of the bladder. When bacteria can't stick, they're more likely to be flushed out naturally instead of multiplying and spreading. That matters more than most people realize. Repeated low-level infections don't always cause strong symptoms, but they can create ongoing stress in the urinary system. Over time, that pressure can move upward and affect how your kidneys function. Reducing that buildup early changes the pattern. Fewer bacteria staying in place means fewer chances for infection to develop and less hidden strain reaching your kidneys later on. Morning is when this becomes especially important. After several hours without fluids, your urine is more concentrated, and that creates an environment where bacteria can settle more easily. Starting your day with the right kind of hydration helps clear that out before it has a chance to build. The type of cranberry juice you choose makes a big difference. Many products on the market are loaded with added sugar, which can work against your kidneys over time by affecting blood sugar and increasing overall stress on the body. Unsweetened cranberry juice is the better option. If the flavor feels too strong, you can dilute it with water. A simple ratio, like 1 part juice to 3 parts. Water makes it easier to drink while still keeping the benefits. Some people prefer making it fresh. Simmering cranberries in water and straining the liquid gives you a more natural version without added ingredients. A small squeeze of lemon can improve the taste without adding unnecessary sugar. For those dealing with certain types of kidney stones, especially oxalate-related, cranberry products may need to be adjusted based on individual conditions. You won't feel a sudden change after 1 glass. But used consistently, this habit helps reduce one of the most common pathways that quietly leads to kidney stress, long before it becomes something more serious. Number 2. Hibiscus tea. High blood pressure is one of the most common reasons kidney function declines after 60. The problem is, it doesn't feel dangerous while it's happening. It builds slowly, placing constant force on the tiny blood vessels your kidneys rely on to filter waste. Over time, that pressure starts to change how those vessels behave. They become less flexible, less responsive, and blood flow becomes more unstable. When that happens, your kidneys have to work harder just to maintain the same level of filtration. Hibiscus tea supports this process in a very specific way. It contains natural compounds like anthocyanins and polyphenols, and research has linked these to improving how blood vessels relax and respond to pressure changes. When vessels stay more relaxed, blood doesn't push through with the same force. It moves more smoothly, creating a more stable environment for your kidneys to do their job. That reduces the kind of long-term strain that often goes unnoticed until function starts to decline. This connection matters more than most people think. Your kidneys are highly sensitive to changes in blood pressure. Even small increases repeated over time can gradually affect how well they filter waste and balance fluids. Morning is one of the most important times to support this. As your body shifts from rest to activity, blood pressure can rise naturally. Starting the day with something that helps keep that response controlled gives your kidneys a smoother start. Hibiscus tea is simple to prepare. Steep dried hibiscus flowers or a tea bag in hot water for about 5 to 7 minutes. Let it cool slightly, then drink it warm or at room temperature. There's no need to add sugar. If the flavor feels too sharp, a slice of lemon can help balance it without adding extra stress to your system. Keeping it to 1 cup in the morning is enough for most people. Going beyond that doesn't necessarily increase the benefit, and balance is what matters most here. If you're already taking medication for blood pressure, it's important to be mindful of how hibiscus fits into your routine. Because it can have a mild lowering effect, consistency is more important than quantity. Over time, supporting healthier blood pressure helps protect the small, delicate filters inside your kidneys. And when those filters stay stable, everything else becomes easier for your body to manage. Number 1, warm lemon water. It sounds almost too simple to matter. Just warm water with a slice of lemon. Nothing special, nothing powerful at first glance, but this is exactly where most people underestimate what their kidneys actually need in that first hour of the day. Because the real issue isn't just dehydration, it's what dehydration leaves behind. After a full night of sleep, your urine becomes more concentrated, minerals begin to settle, and waste products are sitting in a thicker environment inside your system. That's where problems often start. Warm lemon water works on that process directly. It helps dilute that concentration early, making it easier for your body to flush out what has built up overnight before it has a chance to settle further. But there's another layer most people don't realize. Lemons contain natural citrate, and research has linked citrate to helping reduce the formation of certain types of kidney stones. It does this by binding with calcium in the urine, making it less likely to form crystals. That matters more than people think. Kidney stones don't form all at once. They begin as tiny crystals, gradually building over time. When citrate levels are higher, that process becomes much harder for the body to sustain. At the same time, proper hydration supports blood flow. When your blood is less concentrated, it moves more easily through your vessels, delivering oxygen and nutrients to your kidneys without added strain. That creates a smoother filtration process from the very start of the day. Temperature also plays a role here. Warm water is gentler on your system compared to very cold drinks. It helps your body transition out of that overnight state without shock, supporting digestion and circulation in a more balanced way. The way you use it is simple. Take a glass of warm water, add a slice of fresh lemon or a small squeeze of juice, and drink it slowly after waking up. No need to overdo it. 1 glass is enough to create the effect you're looking for. There's no benefit in adding sugar or flavored packets. Those can work against the goal by increasing unnecessary load on your system. Keeping it clean and simple is what makes this effective. For those with sensitive teeth or stomach, adjusting the amount of lemon can help. A lighter concentration still provides support without irritation. This isn't about a quick result. It's about setting the tone early. When you give your body the right conditions to flush, balance, and stabilize from the moment you wake up, your kidneys don't have to fight against buildup later in the day. And that's what makes this so powerful. Not because it's complex, but because it supports the exact process your kidneys rely on. Right at the moment, they need it most. When you look at it closely, protecting your kidneys doesn't start with complicated routines. It starts with something much simpler. What you choose to drink in that first hour of your day. Each of these works in a different way. Some help reduce hidden stress, some support circulation, and some help your body clear out what builds up overnight. Small shifts, but over time, they can change how your kidneys handle that daily load. You don't need to do everything at once. Even choosing one of these and making it part of your morning can already make a difference. If this gave you a new perspective, take a second to hit the like button. It helps more people in our community see this kind of information. And if you want more simple, research-backed ways to support your kidneys as you get older, make sure to subscribe and stay with us. Your kidneys are working for you every single day. The least you can do is give them a better start tomorrow morning.